Hey dumplings, it's Dave Desai. Welcome back to my channel. Today I definitely have a few things that I want to get into. There was a close accident that was seen with Jimin near a fire. He's fine, but it definitely opens up the conversation, something that I definitely want to talk about. We'll get into what happened, we'll get into that whole thing. I also want to talk about Taehyung kissing and then being rejected. Taehyung being rejected, I personally would never reject him. This is definitely a fun one and I definitely want to hear your thoughts on that. If at any point you have anything that you would like to say, just drop a comment down below and don't forget to scroll back up and watch the video. So let's get into the tea. If you are new here and you're interested in this type of stuff, please make sure to hit the subscribe button and that notification bell to be notified anytime a new video drops. And if you use a hater, like to be the first to leave your hate comment, please make sure to hit the subscribe button and that notification bell also so you can be the first to do so. Now, let's get into it. So for one, I'd like to give a little bit of some context. Basically, I found this video because I was missing my babies just a little bit. BTS is my babies. And I really felt like I hadn't seen BTS that much. Even though I don't really go to BTS concerts that much because I can't get tickets, it was definitely weird to not see as many new fan cams come out as I was used to. So I went on one of those marathons and I like to see kind of them perform some older songs. It's not a crime to love our kings, okay? Who here isn't guilty of doing a little BTS album marathon? But after watching some clips online, I was able to find times where things got a little bit crazy on stage. Now, accidents happen all the time on stage. Some accidents are really bad where people would actually have to go to the hospital, and other ones are definitely smaller ones like this. At first I was wondering, why isn't there security or anyone to really look after all of the boys? Like, we need more people kind of just sitting there and watching the boys to make sure they don't hurt themselves. And I don't mean this in the way of BTS needing to be babysat, but it is just dangerous on stage. And BTS likes to have dangerous things on stage, whether that's fireworks, or I think one time there was even water. They also play with things on stage, like one time there was a scooter that Jungkook was on. It was actually more like a Segway. And then he almost fell off the Segway, like rolled off stage. I mean, there needs to be more people to kind of be on top of this. Because when you're on stage, you're probably, or more likely, more concerned with yourself, making sure that you look good and that you're not doing something messed up or you're not doing something that's weird. So you're less worried about maybe even your own safety. And you're definitely not worried about your bandmates' safety. So there needs to be staff to basically kind of look over this. This is my opinion anyway. Basically, BTS likes to do a lot of these like fireworks and explosions and these type of things on stage. No surprise there, it's really cool. And this right here can definitely be very dangerous. When they have those kind of like sprayers, those things that spray out fireworks, like what do you call those? There definitely needs to be a thing that like if any members get too close to these like sprayers, someone like tugs on them or like a hook comes out and just hooks them back. This incident happened with Jimin when Jimin was in the middle of a song. I mean, all of the boys were in the middle of a song, but Jimin was basically inching closer and closer to the sprayer and it was shooting out sparks basically. Oh, they're called pyrotechnics. I would have never guessed that. And this is a prime example of the fact that when you're on stage, you're not really concerned of your own safety. You're concerned about the performance. In the video, you do actually see that J-Hope kind of runs up from pretty far away and pushes Jimin kind of out of the way. Now, whoever's in charge of the venue, who is not looking out for Jimin apparently, should be very glad that BTS is not a rookie group. I suppose maybe a rookie group wouldn't even have props like this on their stage. But the fact is that BTS is not nervous on stage. They are very much themselves, and at this point, I think they basically have their life on stage. This is very important because if you are someone who is very nervous on stage, you would not look around, you would not take notice of your bandmates, and you would definitely not be looking out for each other's safety. You're of course worried for yourself and you want to make sure that when your cue comes, you actually deliver on it, you don't miss it. So the fact that J-Hope noticed that Jimin was in a danger zone and was able to kind of run over to Jimin and be like, oh no, Zaddy, get away from that. Jimin's hot, but not hot enough to go against burning fire. Bang PD, on the other hand, I do think stage safety needs to be a thing within K-pop idols. Like, so many bad things could happen on stage. One, you're already so far up from the ground, so if you just fall, and also if something were to happen, the show would just end there. And then of course it would be this huge deal, as in the venue would then be marked as an unsafe place. Obviously the K-pop idol and the label loses a lot of money, the fans go home kind of sad, so there needs to be laws, in my opinion, to help protect these idols. And the only reason why I think strict laws aren't made about this is just because like 1% of 1% of people are actually celebrities that actually would benefit from this law, so they're in no hurry to get this done. I definitely wanted to jump in on this and kind of give my thoughts. I think it would definitely be tragic for something to happen. There were definitely some armies that had spoken about this after some news sites had covered it. A lot of people were of course praising J-Hope's action for being able to jump in and save our baby. And of course there were other members of BTS who also acted heroically when dangerous things happened as well. They show so much love and care for each other, which is such a beautiful thing. One person on the Tweetster wrote, "The love between them is so pure, I love them." Their love is definitely so pure, all of the boys. You seriously should not settle for anybody who is not willing to look out for you and look out for your safety. This is not common. And I don't mean this in the way that if they physically saw you in danger and they didn't help you out, because that's not only not a friend, that's like a monster. You do have a civil duty to say something if you see something bad happening. But having someone more aware and looking out for you for your safety, rather than only focusing on their own, this is rare. And I believe it's a hard trait for people to have. And I think most people only treat their significant other like that. Definitely don't treat their friends like that. But to have friends that actually treat you like this, you better hang on to those people. Otherwise, I'll scoop them up, I'll add them to my family of 10 husbands. They can join my marriage. They say Jungkook is international playboy, but I ain't got 10 husbands. So who's really playboy? I am glad that Jimin is okay. He did not seem like he was injured. Nothing on his clothes was like burnt or anything like that. So I can definitely imagine that his skin did not get injured at all. Can't have my baby hurt. I have obviously never been burned by a pyrotechnic. I imagine it's not a pleasant experience. Or is it? Taehyung has also been someone who has been a part of a lot of pleasant experiences. Yes, that is right. We are going to be talking about BTS with dogs. I said that as if you could have predicted dogs with pleasant experience. Well, you could make that connection. This is going to be the cutest thing ever. All the members really love dogs. Of course, right? Taehyung has multiple pets, and he loves and cares for them so much as if they were his own kids. Yeontan is one of his most famous dogs. And I gotta say, Yeontan is a bit spoiled. Yeontan gets a lot of love from all the members of BTS. RM even called Yeontan the most handsomest dog in the world. We all know Taehyung loves dogs, but maybe dogs don't really love Taehyung. I am kidding, of course, but not really. I love cats, but unfortunately, all cats don't love me. There was this one moment where Taehyung was holding a dog, and it was likely an interview or something, but he was trying to kiss this dog, and every time he got close to the dog turned around and kind of stared at Taehyung like, what are you doing? So Taehyung would back away and pretend like he wasn't doing anything, that he wasn't about to kiss this cute furball. And Taehyung was rejected once. He then tries to go at it again and tries to get another kiss, but then he gets rejected one more time. It's so funny and it's so cute. I think Taehyung is hilarious because I don't think dogs are against kisses. Most dogs are okay with kisses. I am dog, by the way. But the dog was likely wondering why they felt like there was breathing behind their neck, and the dog turns his or her head at Taehyung to see what is going on, only of course to just see a cute Taehyung over there doing nothing. And of course the dog then turns back around and continues doing his or her dog thing. Personally, I do think of pets as kind of like your kids. They are definitely part of the family. I personally don't have any pets, but I definitely treat pets that I see on the street or in people's houses as if they were my own kids. But apparently some people online found it gross that Taehyung shows affection, or this type of affection, to his dog. And it's like, no dude, I love all animals, okay? All affection is good to an animal. One person on the Tweetster wrote this: why are there some people who criticize Babe for kissing Tanny? A dog is like a child, and I kiss my dog too like this. Dog owners know that. Right? Like, of course Taehyung should show love to his dog. Every time I see these comments that clearly don't make any sense, I just want to do the thing that bothers them, like, even harder. Like, they're like, oh, don't kiss your dog? I'm gonna do it more often. I'm gonna make sure every dog in the world knows that they are loved. There will not be a single dog out there in the world that is not hugged or kissed by me. What's my one motivation for doing this? This one comment. I love that Taehyung is like this. First off, it's so cute. And it's just so relatable. And if you love cats and dogs just as much as I do, then I definitely know that you are an awesome person. And I know Taehyung loves both. So he is an awesome person. Don't you agree? Let me know what you think. Let me know what your thoughts are. Leave it down in the comment section down below. Give this video a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't already, and I'm featuring this comment right here. Thank you so much for your comments. As always, I do have a Patreon. If you want to go over to my Patreon and kind of check everything out, I upload videos that I can't necessarily upload on here due to copyright and things like that. So I do hope you go ahead and check that out. You can get music video reactions, performance reactions, ship reactions, any type of reaction videos that you like. You can also request things over there. Link in the top of the description down below. Anything you contribute over there also helps give back to this channel, helps me kind of spend more time making videos on here and things like that. So I appreciate you going over there and checking that out. There's also 2 videos that will appear on the screen at the end of the video. So click on one of those and I'll see you over there. Bye.
All the way.